Feuding Bros? Welcome back to the show. And today we have a special guest again for the second time to the show. Man like Bruce, Big Bro Bruce is back with us to talk to us about Chelsea. This is the third episode of our sections when we touch on about the biggest clubs in the EPL. And today's is Chelsea's episode. And to help us, discuss everything Chelsea, we have Bruce, like I said, and let's get going, guys. First of all, Bruce, what's going on, man? It's been a while.
Well, I thank you so much, man. Again, like I told you guys last time when you guys invite me like that, that's a really blessing for me. It's a really pleasure. I love this on show. I think I'm one of your I guess your super fan in your channel. So
I
Appreciate
appreciate
you,
it.
um
man.
Appreciate it.
I watch the podcast and the streaming anytime I can and I have time. So yeah, I'm really happy to be back again to talk about Chelsea. Yep. Thank
Well,
you.
thanks for the
Nice.
love. Thanks for the love. And we
Yes,
are
thank you.
also honored to have you here again for the second time. But without further ado, man, let's get cracky. Let's get into it. And let's talk about your beloved Chelsea. Your beloved Chelsea, who is champions of the world as of, was it 2 weeks ago or last week or something like that?
Yeah,
Last
right,
week,
about 2 weeks.
Chelsea, who is now the only team who has won everything that is available to them, as a club, as a football club. And I mean, first of all, you must be a pretty happy guy. You must be pretty proud.
I was actually, if I may, before like I even start, if I wanted to ask you guys, so let's put the club in the World Cup, on the side, right? And let's just have a game, Chelsea versus PSG. If I ask you guys, did you guys think that Chelsea has even a chance to beat PSG? Because
No,
even myself here, like as a Chelsea fan, I didn't have that much confidence.
Wow.
However, I had that talk with a couple of friends, on before the game, like around a poker table. And for instance, I don't know if you guys know him, Elijah. I told Elijah, say, hey, I think we are going to surprise them. And I think Chelsea has always found ways to surprise big clubs. So although I saw what Paris Saint-Germain did to all the other teams, like against during this cup. But at the same time, I also knew Chelsea has always come back and surprised a big team. For instance, during the Champions League, against Bayern Munich with Didier Drogba, when he was in on fire in that team, we were the underdog. People thought they will beat Chelsea, and even when we took the first goal, right, people say, "Ah, I think it's already over." But Chelsea again came back, and surprised. Um, One other game also that I can remember was against Manchester City during the I think it was after the we have COVID, right?
Right.
yeah,
They were so again they were saying City will destroy Chelsea. When the camera spots, when the whole world on watching Chelsea, it's when we strive, and we did again the same thing a couple of weeks ago, or a couple of days ago. We surprised the whole world, and I think this is the Chelsea culture. We always show up when the moment is bigger than ourselves.
Well, you certainly did. You certainly did this time around, and it's a beautiful way to put it. I mean, as a rival fan, it's horrible for me to hear that. But I mean, you said it beautifully, and yes, I mean, we have to give that to this team because this team has a winning DNA. It just doesn't matter how they do it; they'll just go ahead and do it. And
Yep.
just for me, before I let the others react here. Just to answer your question, coming into the game, I you know, when you say, did you think Chelsea had a chance? I would say yes, they had a chance. They were not favorite, but they had a chance. It's not that PSG was playing, I don't know, Burnley or something. It's still Chelsea, and just like you said, Chelsea in the final, they just somehow come through in the end, right? So I didn't have you as favorite, and but what was the most surprising after the fact is it's just the way just the game just seemed a little bit easy for you like, in
Yeah,
the end. You
yeah,
you 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 weren't really troubled at all. You just
yeah.
you defended everything that PSG came, threw at you, and you played them off the park, and you just have to give kudos to Chelsea. What about you guys, Terry? How do you find that game?
I mean, I was very shocked. I didn't think it would be like Chelsea getting destroyed or anything, but I did not think they had a prayer in that game. I thought PSG was gonna dominate the game. I thought PSG was gonna win. Well, they were gonna be deserving winners. I don't think it would have been a walk in the park because if there's one thing with Chelsea, like this year at least with what's his name? I forget his name now. Maresca. With
Maresca, yeah,
Maresca, is that they're very organized. They're very, like one thing you have to give to them. They're very tactically. They're very organized. You can tell everybody knows their role, their job. They might not always do it as well as maybe we expect them to, but they at least you know that it's a well drilled team. And like Bruce said, they do show up in finals. They do even the Conference League final. They were down 1-0. Betis
I
was getting
know.
all the
Yep.
chances. Like it looked like it looked like it was gonna be an upset. I know it was favorite in that game, but it looked like an upset. And then second half they just took over the game and won that quite comfortably. So they do have that grittiness, and it showed in this game because you could see they had a chip on their shoulder. They were like, "We're gonna show people that
yeah,
we are announcing ourselves to the world that we're kind of back in that sense
Definitely,
after
Right.
a
definitely.
few seasons of maybe not doing as well as we expected." But yeah, the game went absolutely like opposite to what I thought it would go, and Chelsea dominated from start to finish. I thought there was only one team on the field. PSG played all right the first 10, 15 minutes. They got maybe that do a chance was where they should have really
yeah,
scored, and after that, I
early
mean,
on.
I don't remember any chances they got. I mean, it was really Cole Palmer was on fire. I mean, Pedro looks like he's gonna be a big player.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was massive. It was massive for Chelsea. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about
Hey,
you, Freddie? What do you think about it?
hey, sorry, Free. Like, to add on what Talent said, right? Because
Yes.
like, the our goalkeeper, Sanchez.
Yeah,
I'm
He
not
got
a
the
big
blinder.
fan of
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
I'm not a
He
big
had he
fan of
had the
him.
best game I've ever seen him
But
play. Yeah.
on the
Yeah.
first 10 minutes, he kept us in the game. Yeah,
Yeah.
to be fair,
that's
so
right.
yeah,
Yeah, that's
that's
Yeah.
true.
true.
At the
Yeah.
yeah, he
I
was
mean, it was
big
a
time.
top performances all over the field for
Yeah,
from Chelsea. That was the surprise.
yeah.
Just like Terry, for me, I gave no chance to Chelsea. I'm not even gonna lie. I gave them no chance. I'm like, they're gonna get slapped. And I guess I have the Chelsea of last season in my head, because this season they were a little shaky. They showed this side, this final. They showed it. That was, I believe, December, end of the year last year. They had like a good run, and they came back and they just didn't find that back again, right? And then all of a sudden they bring it in the final. So surprised, right? And
Yeah.
even then I still thought, okay, even Chelsea on the best day, they can do that to PSG. And look
Right.
what they did. Like, it's like Maresca completely out smarted what's his name?
Yeah.
Um
Enrique.
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 Yeah, he really did. He really did.
You did,
The strategy was
you did.
perfect. So yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, kudos to Chelsea. But the only thing I have to say though is, did you guys win the Club World Cup or did you buy it?
Listen,
But let's
not
not even
that.
get into speculations right now. Let's not
I'm
even
not
get
going to go into
because
I'm not
that's
going
not
to go
we,
into
we, we might
Manchester's,
we might we might
fan
get we might get sued
conspiracies.
for something like that if we get into something like that. But
I'm not
Bruce,
going to go into any conspiracy. But
right.
hey, very quick, right? To add on what Freddie said, I think she just go back like I guess five or four game before the end of last year's season. The way we were able to climb and maintain the top four, I think we play well near the end of the season. I think this is why I think
Near the end.
they
Okay.
built on the momentum and toward also the conference league final and
Right.
also the
That's
club
true.
world cup. I think we have some
Yeah.
kind of momentum.
But actually,
Yeah.
let's touch about that. Let's touch on that. Sorry. So before the World Cup, obviously you guys finished. For me, you scraped fourth,
Okay.
and you won the conference league, and it was a kind of an up and down season for you guys. I mean, I remember before Christmas you were like up to second, and all the talks was, oh, can Chelsea win the league until
Yeah.
Maresca put in your players' head that it's impossible for you guys, and they actually listened and dropped off.
No. You also have, I mean, go ahead, Jan. I think I'm gonna let you on finish
Yeah,
what
and
you.
dropped off a little bit. And then it was kind of a weird season for Chelsea. And so my question for you, Bruce, as a Chelsea fan, before the World Cup success, how would you rate that season? Were you happy with the season? Obviously, the win in the World Cup obviously makes it better, and you're gonna give me your rating before and after if you
Okay.
can.
Okay.
But yeah, before the World Cup, how did you? What was the feeling about your season, and what Maresca did
Okay.
and everything?
I mean, of course, we wanted, to on finish at least, I mean, we wanted, to win the Premier League, but we can, we were not able to win that because we have Liverpool. That was a really strong team that year. So on the other hand, though, I think on finishing top four was not bad at all because we have so much strong team in the Premier Leagues. If we were able to be on top of a team like Tottenham, I mean, you know, you name it, right? So you also need to understand that Chelsea is a very young team. Now, remember, we were having that conversation, before the season even started. I don't think anybody, was giving the chance, to Chelsea to finish top four, which these young guys were able to accomplish. If you see the average team, in the Premier League and even in this club World Cup, they're a bit older, but the Chelsea team seems to be, I guess, like among the youngest of all. So
Yeah.
you have to deal with these players who are lacking
Yeah.
experience. And I think for the first year of Maresca, he was on for me trying to teach them on consistency, trying to teach them to be humble, trying to teach them like to work harder. If you see the squad that he put against Paris, I mean that's that was the first time I saw Cole Palmer playing so much on defense. I've never
Mm.
seen him play defense before, like last year. He was
Right,
playing defense. You could see Neto, I mean, covering the whole, left line. He was going up
right.
and
It does not
down.
stop. It
So
does not
the,
stop.
Yes.
yes, so the same also as Palmer. If I mean, this is not how we play last year.
Mm.
Last year we had you have probably Neto who was I guess sharing his position with Madueke, and
Yeah.
on the right side you have this
You had
boys from
Sancho for a moment.
yeah I'm
Yeah,
Sancho. So
Central.
these
Yeah.
we were not going up and down as on each of these
Mm.
positions. So I think this is why we saw a lot of inconsistencies last year. But I think with the new breath of fresh air that came to the team, and now that it's really competitive, all these players know their spot is not guaranteed. I mean,
Right.
besides Palmer and and Fernandez and Castelo. They many of these guys, they know their place. I was even surprised on the way Gusto played. I have not seen him play that way.
Mhm.
Last year, but yeah, I think they learn from the mistake. If I were to upgrade last year season, I think it was like a C. From the fan, I guess, on fan base, what we expect, them. I think it was a C. But if you compare that from what we just saw, I mean, I'm really hopeful. I think we will be a threat, in the Premier League. I think, we'll be a threat, in the Champions League.
Well, you said it here first.
Yep, yep,
Chelsea,
yep.
Chelsea will be a threat for the title next season. But yeah, I mean, it seems like we've. Oh yeah, he's back. He's back.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, yeah, I mean, I must agree that the season. If you've given it a C, uh, I mean, I think it's fair. A C is fair before the World Cup, but then after the World Cup, where would you put that grade?
Oh my God! After the World Cup, I mean, I'm really impressed the way the players understood the coaches system. It seems to me everything was clicking.
Yeah.
Everything was
Yeah.
clicking. They were putting the pressure at this, like on a, they were all like I could see before Palmer has to press on the ball, he will like turn around, ask James it's time to go, and then if James give him this signal, they were all pressuring hard. This
Right,
is something I have not seen last year.
right,
Right.
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 So
Right. Right.
so I could see they started to believe in the coach. If we play the way we play against PSG, or the way we even play, I guess in the World Cup, I
Yeah.
think this team should be like a plus team. And now we have the addition of Stefano. We have the addition of Joao Pedro. I think we should be really confident. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we'll touch on the additions and the signings in a minute. But Freddie, did you have something for Bruce?
Oh no, 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 no. I mean, I'm all ears. I'm surprised with the C though for the season. I know at some point people had them winning the league and they dropped down a little bit, but yeah, fair assessment.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I mean,
the youth. I'm so sorry. I think I
bro.
think that's that was the youth. The team was way too young. I know at
Right.
first we were all confident they're gonna win the team. I mean they're gonna win the league. Before we went into Christmas, we were I think top two. We
Top
were
two, yeah.
one game I think ahead of Liverpool, and then
Yeah.
of course, they are young
Yeah,
players. They were, were not like believing in in what the coach was saying at 100%. But I think with experience, they got into better position. Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I'm also surprised with the C. Honestly, I know obviously it maybe. I mean, the target was Champions League anyway. I think most
Hmm.
Chelsea fans,
Yeah.
even if they were second in the league, were probably not like we're gonna win the league.
Yeah.
I think they probably would have thought that Champions League would have been more comfortable.
Hmm.
And
Definitely.
they probably would have thought like they were gonna be like for sure top four. They don't have to fight. In the end, it was kind of a fight. The last 5 games, you kind of had to win, and it was a bit tighter that maybe they would have won it. But I think the target was Champions League at the start of the season, and they got there, and in fourth position as well. So it's not like fifth. We're not sure. We might be in. We might not
Yeah.
be in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Definitely.
I think yeah, I would have said a B, and then I think even with the Club World Cup, I think it goes maybe from like a B to a B plus.
Mm.
Um, but yeah, it was. I think it was a good season in the end. Wasn't
Mhm.
it didn't always look pretty, and I think we. I mean, as a rival fan, I expected slightly more from Chelsea with how much they spent, and
Yes, let's be honest.
all the spending that they've done. I know it's a young team and all that stuff, but
We know
I expected more.
Spain doesn't win anymore. We see
It,
here
it
That's
Real
helps a lot.
Madrid.
It helps
We
a
look,
see
lot.
look,
It
Real
helps
here's
a
the
lot.
Madrid.
thing, Anthony.
I don't know about
How
that.
much money has Real Madrid spent on all of
I
these
don't know
players
about
that
that,
they
but
have?
Real Madrid
Um,
had one bad year, so that's why
Yeah,
we can talk
I
yeah,
about
mean, this
exactly.
year, I'm talking about this year.
they
Like,
had
for me,
one bad year. They used to say
the
they're not going to
the
win
point
next
I'm trying
year.
to make is Spain doesn't win all the time. He might win
Mm,
sometime, but not all the
okay.
time. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I agree with that for sure, but it's just it felt like there needs to be. I mean, I guess we're gonna move on to that next, but I know Champions League was still good, and I'm not taking that away, but it felt like the team should have been more settled, where you're not struggling to finish in Champions League. You're for sure like after Arsenal, you're for sure the fourth best team, and there's no debate, and there's a gap between you guys and whoever is fifth, whatever sixth, whatever after. But it was a bit too close for comfort, like
I know.
imagine if you didn't win that last game and like it just
Mm,
Well,
came down to that.
Yeah,
let's
yes. It
well let's
really
not lie
did.
to
Yeah,
ourselves also. I mean, let's not lie to ourselves also. When you see the team of Chelsea last year, to be honest, I think we really deserve to be where we are. We were not super good because as far as talent wise, you
Mm,
could see. Like I know we have then added much of players, but the team of last year, I think top four was what they could have mostly expected.
the
go
best.
for
Yeah.
There
yeah.
is no way they're gonna be on top two. I mean, you could see there's no much talent. Besides, sometime besides Cole Palmer, even Cole Palmer at
He was up and
near the
down.
end of this
Yeah,
season,
he
Yeah.
dropped
like he
off a
was, he
little
was
bit.
no show. I
That's right.
see so many of you stop playing him in fantasy,
Right,
so it means
Mm,
something. So
right,
yeah,
yeah.
right, right,
yeah.
right, right. But yeah,
Yeah.
so before we touch on the transfer, oh sorry, Terry, did you have something to say?
No, 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 go on, go on.
Okay, so before we touch on the transfers that you guys have made this week, but this season so far, I just wanted to know your opinion about Maresca because from the Chelsea supporters that have who I've spoken to, it seemed well at least at the beginning of the season towards or even at the end of the regular season it seems to be that the opinion was kind of split with him. I mean, some people were giving him a chance because it's his first year and all of that. But then there's a lot of people as well that I've spoken to that were not very happy with him, and questioning some of the decisions that he was making. So where do you stand on that?
my honest opinion. I mean to be honest, I like him. I think he's a good tactician. I think he's from a good school. He has learned with Pep. I think he has been able to demonstrate how he could, how if all the pieces click, he has show like against Paris Saint-Germain and during the whole on World Cup. If all the pieces are clicking together, you could see exactly how Chelsea could be a super team. So my honest opinion, I think I like him. I think we haven't had any of that tacticians since Mourinho. Um, I know. So I think I like the way he's on on putting all this team together. There were some game last year, to be fair, where I was really doubting, but after seeing on the whole season, including the conference league, and the FA Cup, so all these games, like you could see a progression, on how these players are buying to his system.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, if I can touch on that as well about Maresca. I mean, I remember um last time Bruce was here and we were talking about it and we were like, like what? Like he was defending Maresca and we were like,
Yeah.
what are
Yeah.
you talking about?
guy cannot, he
But
cannot come from the championship and do something, but
exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, well, I remember we were very like against, which I think most people were like us, very
I know,
surprised
I
with
know.
the appointment. I think for him. I would say he's done well because I know they bought a lot of players, and you probably expect him to do well, but I don't think he gets much of a say, unless I'm wrong. I don't think he gets much of a say on which players they're getting. So for him to have managed to get a tune out of most of these guys and find a way, I know they were not all the most consistent, but it looked like all of them at some point were like really good, and then they might one might tail off, and the other guy is really good. Because I remember at the start of the season, Caicedo wasn't all that, Enzo wasn't all that. Like it was
Yeah.
really
Yeah, at the
come
start of
down.
the season, the best player was Madueke. He was
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
really,
Madueke as well.
really
Yeah,
hectic. You know, he was
He
just
had a good
running,
fight.
flying down
We
the
only had
wing.
Palmer, I think.
Yeah.
yeah, Palmer,
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
Palmer was
Palmer,
Madueke
doing
and
yeah,
doing
Palmer.
well.
yeah,
And yeah, and then Caicedo started playing, Enzo started playing as well towards the end, and Pedro Neto as well started to show something. So
yeah.
he did manage to get a good amount out of these players. So I was very surprised about that. So in that sense, I do think he did well. And he's not afraid as well to change the system. He's
Yep.
not too dogmatic where it's like we have to play this way. If sometimes I've seen where you guys play a better team, like maybe an Arsenal or Liverpool, where you guys sit back more and you're tougher to beat, and it worked out in that sense. So yeah, I will say he did. At least I was very shocked at how well he did. I was expecting it to be like a Frank Lampard where it's like 10th. Like yeah, that's what I was
I
expecting
miss
at the
those
start.
days, man. I miss those days.
Wow, no, we actually don't. I mean, speaking of on NATO, I really like his improvement. From
Yeah.
the time came
That was a good signing, man.
from who
From
Yeah,
Wolves,
yeah
yeah,
Yeah.
yes from Wolf.
Wolves, yeah.
He has really improved. He has comments, that he's on a position. He has dominated that on position, and mostly, I love the fact that he can come back and defend, and he's super fast. He's really super
yeah,
fast. You could see
Yeah.
him, running with Akimi. I mean, this is unbelievable.
yeah,
Akimi is on top level. So
right.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
for him to be able, to play on both on position of the wingers. I think that's a really good plus for Chelsea. If that young, I mean, of course, we will talk about it. If that young Brazilian can do this same thing, on the right side, I think that would be
yeah.
really good for the team.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, let's. Yeah, go ahead, Freddie. Go ahead.
That was I believe that's where you're going into the transfers, right?
Yeah.
Because we
So
were
yeah,
going to talk about
let's just start on
Estevao.
the transfer real quick, and I'll just before Freddie, before you say what you want to say, I'll just remind the people that what Chelsea's business has been so far,
That's
and
right.
obviously you guys got Liam Delap real quick, and Joao Pedro who came in, and he was brilliant when he came in 2 or 3 games, in the Club World Cup. Jamie Gittins, Estevao that you just mentioned. You also had Kendry Paez. I think you got him last year or something like that, right?
Mm.
Yeah,
And
last year.
he was sent back on loan. Some guy called Isugo, I'm not really sure, from Sporting.
Isigo Dario.
It's Isugo Dario and Mamadou Sarr from Strasbourg. From Strasbourg. So this is your business so far, and yeah, go on, Freddie. What was you trying to mention about
Yeah,
that?
just I was just gonna follow up on what Bruce said. With now that they're gonna add something on the left wing because they lost Sancho, they lost Mudrik. Let's not forget the biggest flop of all transfers. Let's not forget that one, man. People don't talk
I
about it
don't
no
know.
more.
I
That's
don't
true.
know. I don't know. Sterling is not too far from that too.
To get 100 million though,
At least
Modric.
he was alone. Sterling was
Yeah,
alone. This guy, they
Yeah, at
paid a
least
lot
Stanley
of
was
money
on.
for this guy.
at
And
least, no. I mean, I'm telling you, Mudrik did more on the bench than Sterling on the field.
That's deep.
wow,
Oh man.
wow.
At least it was warming benches for somebody else.
Sterling gets no respect.
That's deep, man. That's
And
deep.
that's only fair. But yeah, I mean, Modric, man, he's gone for a while now. Suspension and everything. They didn't show great performances. They were gonna probably get rid of him anyway. So now they tried Sancho. He didn't want to lower his salary. You guys brought Esteval, very young guy. He is very good though. We saw him at the Club World Cup here and there, very bossy in his way to play. So definitely looking good on that side. But now you guys, yes, you have Delap, yes, you have Pedro. Do you think you guys are confident enough in your striking abilities? Because yes, that was one area to improve, and the main reason why was because of Jackson. To be honest, um, now that you made these changes, are you confident in that aspect? But then also the defense as well, because that was a big topic as well.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's talk about the
By the way,
yeah,
Bruce, in case you
yeah.
haven't noticed, Freddie loves Jackson.
Oh, then I guess you are going to be disappointed, my friend. You are going to be disappointed because
that that was a sarcastic comment,
they
man.
said
Absolutely
God
surprising.
is blue. Let me tell you why God is blue. If Jackson has not, I don't know, slapped the player from
Yeah,
his,
during the
Right.
semi-final.
is that
And, and,
Flamingo?
and,
No, no,
and,
no. It's
and, yeah, and got in the red. Yes.
yes.
Yeah,
We wouldn't see Dilap.
Yeah.
On
yeah,
the next game. I mean, we will play, but nothing he wouldn't start. We will have
yeah.
probably nothing of you think about signing Joao Pedro. So all
Mm,
of this stuff was like a chain reaction to the
that's true.
Jackson effect. And Jackson,
Mm,
he wasn't his first time doing that. He has
mm,
been temperament players all over the Premier League, and he has cost us, I guess, in many games at some point. And to be fair, once the lap came in, like he just fit in. You saw him, both left foot,
Yeah.
right foot. He can
yeah.
score.
Yeah.
He's a
Mhm.
goal.
Yeah.
He's a scorer. He can hold the ball. He can play, from on behind. He can pass left. He can pass right. I mean,
Yeah, it's
and
good.
and for me, he's a full on number nine, and on top of that, he also has the size. He has this
Yeah,
size. We saw it against Paris Saint Germain. He has speed. He has dribble abilities. I think for the number nine on position, I think we are okay compared to last year. Last year we were only relying on, if not Jackson, it's on this
Nkunku.
dude. It's
yeah, it's
on
good.
Kunku,
Yeah.
who
Yeah.
for me I think he's a bit wash. He's a is not the Nkunku we knew on before from
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
yeah.
injuries,
So
man.
right,
Yeah,
yes, he
I
got
mean,
injured
he
and
hasn't got going. I mean, the hype that he came in with is certainly disappointed. But I don't think it's washed. I think that's a bit harsh. I think it's just.
no, no,
I
I
mean,
like him though, but yeah,
I just think that he's not in the right environment, and
right.
maybe he needs to bounce back somewhere else. Because he's a
Yeah.
fantastic
Because
player, man. He's a fantastic player.
he was in Germany. Yeah. Yeah.
He
Hmm.
The
could play
injuries as
first
well. Those are
nine.
tough injuries to come
The
back from.
injuries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
Mm.
could play first nine, but Chelsea doesn't need first nine right now. We
That's the
already
thing as
have
well. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Palmer, who can play that role.
Yeah.
And on the number nine department, I mean with Delap and
Pedro.
Pedro and Jackson, I think we are set. I think for me it was one of the area where we were on last year we were having issue on scoring goals,
Hmm.
Yeah.
and
That
the
part.
defense was not also strong. So if
Right.
Yeah,
we can score goal and we can defend, I'm even like surprised how we've finished top four. You know,
Right.
yeah,
I think
yeah.
we have made an improvement on this year with all of these signing. Now, the other on the question you asked about the defense, I think we have some young guys, who are stepping up. You could see Chaloba. He shows exactly that
Yeah.
hey, we can rely
But
on
is he
him.
is he
He's
gonna
no
fade though?
future though.
Is it the
Because
future?
it seems like every window is being shipped out somewhere left and right.
I, I think especially for this gaming here, we needed him. We needed his speed and
He
his
stepped
Right.
up.
physicality.
He stepped up.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
he's a dude who can really go.
Sorry to interrupt. I think your biggest saving grace right now is Reece James coming back, because this guy is a top player,
But
man.
he's
Yes,
gonna be injured next game. He's gonna be
I
injured
know,
next game.
I
and you
know
see
it's
how
from
he's
Reece
really
Black
versatile,
James.
right?
You
They
said?
like you say he's like he can play so many positions. You see how he
Yeah,
played
Yeah,
midfield, like
yeah,
with
midfield.
on
in
Casado,
midfield. Yeah,
which
Yeah,
allow
yeah,
Enzo to go a bit up,
yeah.
to help on
yeah,
the
yeah,
left
Hmm.
side. So if James can step up as he did against Paris, I think yeah he could help also like in the defense. He can help also in the
Just gotta
midfield
stay
if
fit. Yeah,
yeah
yeah,
yeah.
he just
yeah.
deal with some injuries, here and there that has been, putting some, I guess, you know, stuff on his career. But hopefully, we're not gonna jinx it. He's gonna stay healthy, and I think he's gonna bring a lot to the team for this year
Hopefully, we want to
season.
see more of him for
Yeah.
sure.
No, I think
How excited? Oh, yeah. Go ahead, Fred. Go ahead, Terry. Sorry.
I was just gonna say I think you guys have done really good business. I think you guys need center backs. I would say at least one, maybe two,
Mhm.
because Colwell, yes, is young, is decent.
We have
He,
Tosin.
he
Tosin's good, man.
huh? Yeah, I
Tosin.
mean, like, see, you guys like Tosin,
They
Decisive,
all sound alike.
Badiashile.
They all look alike.
Like, it's like, are they really good? They're okay. They're
They
decent.
all play
Like,
alike.
like,
I
they're decent
understand they're
players,
not
but
A
they're not.
class players, but
Yeah, if you want to win, because the next step, you guys, really, with what you spent, you have to be going for the league this season. Like, I get the whole we're young and stuff, but now you've had Champions League, you've made Champions League. I think you guys have to be going for the league. At least, I'm not saying win it, but like I'm saying, you have to be in and around. When we say March, April, you're not like 20 points behind. You have to be like, if you're 8, 9, 10 points behind, you can still say,
we're not
okay.
gonna be 24 and come on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you
I don't.
can be like, yeah, it can be like that. Like I'm not saying you have to win it, but I'm saying you have to be in and around the top of the league. And
I
I
think we
don't
understand.
think I think with Pedro is a very smart signing. I think he's gonna
Yeah,
be very good for you guys.
yeah.
Delap as well. I think he's gonna be very good for you guys. Um, on the wings as well is pretty much sorted. It looks like with Neto and I think probably Cole Palmer will play a lot on the left. Maybe not. I don't know, but he looked really good there
He
against
does, he
PSG.
does. But at the
So
same time, though, all the team will not be PSG. They won't have the same formation. So
they
we only,
won't. Yes,
yeah,
yes, that's true. That's true. We'll see, but there's options there. There's a lot of
Mhm.
options there.
Yeah.
Estevao, there's a lot of options. Gittens, I don't know about Gittens. I'm not. Gittens is Garnacho for me. There's no difference between Gittens and
I mean,
Garnacho.
he's all right.
Uh,
He's all right.
he's all right. He's
He's all
young. He's
right.
gonna do
Yeah, he's
stuff
young.
here and
He's young.
there. Yeah, but he's not gonna be consistent. I don't think.
And I think that
Estevao too.
answer
To
on
be fair,
Freddie's on worries when he was mentioning the right side. He said, "I guess we need to replace Sancho." Yeah, I
yeah,
think
yeah,
Gitten, will help there.
That's
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that left
yeah.
hand side.
So it looks very settled up top in midfield as well. I just think those center backs, man. Even Colwell, sometimes he has games where he's all
Yeah.
over the place. Like the keeper as well.
Yeah,
Like
what about
is
Sanchez? Like
yeah,
he had a good final, but let's not forget.
such as man.
Let's
Every
let's not
time we
forget who
play,
he
every
is.
time he has the ball, man, my heart rate just like goes fast. Cause man, even when he's passing the ball, man, it's
Yeah, he
always
looks nervous.
too close. Yeah, it looks so nervous. Yeah.
Yeah, it's, it's,
yeah,
it's, it's not it's not it's not great with his feet. But I think for me, uh, the biggest problem that you will have next season is Maresca's tinkering, because from what I've noticed as well from last season is
Agree.
he had some players that were always playing, but he was changing a lot of stuff as well.
Agree.
And
Agree.
like,
True.
yeah,
especially at the back, like
Yeah.
when we're criticizing the back, for example, it's like
Agree.
you know uh, 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 defenders like you need a partnership. You know, you need
Hmm.
two players that play there day in day out, and
True.
that's
yeah,
how they make a partnership. That's when they create that understanding,
Yeah.
and
Agree.
that's how they get better. And the thing that you have on your side is the age of your team, and so these players can grow together, and,
Hmm.
and make something of themselves. But as long as Maresca actually finds a formula and finds his top his first 11, his
Hmm.
first 11, well, those are my go-to guys, and then obviously from game to game he can change one or two pieces from here and there. But I think for me he has to find that, and I think that's what that's what was a little bit of the Achilles heel for last season, is that he was changing a little bit too much. He was just trying to. I mean, this is his first year, so he was also trying to find his formula, right?
Mhm.
But yeah, I think when
I
you
agree.
settles
I
down on
agree.
the 11, I mean, your squad is decent, and
Yeah.
you have good additions right now. Like I said, maybe one good center back,
Yeah.
to add to that,
And a
and maybe if
keeper.
we get a, if we can get a keeper, or
I
Mhm.
agree.
Yeah.
I agree. I agree. On the
I think
inconsistency, in
you should be up there challenging.
Yeah.
You should be
yeah,
there.
I
It
agree
should be.
in the inconsistency that we have in the defense. But if you ask me who was the best Chelsea player, during the on World Cup, I would say it's Cucurella for me, because
Cucurella,
he
yeah,
has yes, he has
yeah,
played a massive goal.
Yeah.
I mean a massive role. During this
Getting
on
people
World Cup.
sent off, for example.
Yeah, you don't mess with the hair of the princess. You do not.
This
You do
guy,
not
he be
touch
putting
the
it in
hair.
your face. He wants you to pull it.
You do not
He
touch the
does. He
hair.
does.
Yeah. So basically, I mean, you could see how he has saved, the pass back
Yeah.
from on the way. That was really a beautiful save, and for me, that should have like at least one bonus point in on
Yeah.
fantasy. So he has controlled his position. I don't see any players who can come now and take that spot away
Yeah.
from me. So where
Mhm.
we
Yeah.
need to do work as a Chelsea team is, on the other three spots. We need to have
Mhm.
two consistent center back. We are
Yeah.
missing a player like Thiago Silva. We
Yeah.
used to rely
yeah,
on him, for his
Mhm.
yeah,
for
exactly.
his experience, his leadership, and the
Yeah,
way he calms, all the defense. So if we
Yeah.
can find a player like that, I think we will be really complete.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's true.
Well, we're just gonna move on to the last point of the episode here, and well, it's just all gonna be about what are your expectations for your team for next season, and where do you think you're gonna finish, and yeah, with everything, and do you think that where do you need to? Well, we've touched on it a little bit. You said the defense, and if there's a player out there that you are linked to that we don't know about, that you will be a great signing for you. Beyond that too, yeah, and yeah, your expectations for next year.
You guys have all the information that I don't even have as far as players, so I'm
Okay.
sure you are more informed, in on Chelsea than I am. So yeah, we of course need some help in defense, and I believe management is already like looking to it. If not, I guess they trust the players they have now. However, though, for next year, I think we are better off than last year. To be fair, as far as talent
Yeah.
wise, we are better off than last year. And I haven't seen any big movement, in the Premier League also to say, oh, this team or that team has made major on signing or major move that could scare the whole Premier League. It seems to me all the teams stayed on the same level. Maybe some few improvement here and there, but I think Chelsea has made better on market move than all the other team. So for me, I think we have
So
on
far, but I mean
yeah
that's
yeah
the
yeah
thing.
yeah yeah so far to give you that perspective.
I don't think your market is better than Liverpool's. Their market is crazy,
Liverpool's been
man.
good.
They've bought some fantastic players
And
everywhere. So
look
Liverpool's
I
done
see
think,
well.
to be
see
honest, real quick
yeah
with
yeah yeah
Chelsea, is that it's not just that they buy well, though. It's that they sell well as
the
well.
sale
That's
right.
well,
true.
that's the
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
business wise, yes, yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I will leave that to the business section. But you see, we signed these. I mean, we have these players, right, less than a month, but you see already the cohesion that they have together. So imagine if they do more practice. Imagine if they do more screaming together, and as
Yeah.
the season progress, you could see they can do some really good damage to the other teams.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. And that's a good point. So where do you think with all
It
these
won't be top
signings?
four definitely. We
I
have
mean, yeah, let's
top two. No,
rephrase
no,
it.
no, no, no.
Let's
To be fair,
let's
to be fair,
rephrase it. Let's
yes,
rephrase it.
yeah.
What is a good season
Yeah.
looking like for Chelsea next season?
Okay. On first of all, we are looking for the Premier League. We want to win the Premier League. So if we
You
don't
you you
finish,
think you're gonna challenge for the Premier League for next season?
I think we have a shot. Like I said, like I haven't seen yet any massive move in other team to say, oh, this team is really strong on right now. I've seen Manchester City; they haven't done much yet. I've seen Manchester United; they haven't done much yet.
Yeah,
Same
not
Don't talk,
good.
goes
please
for
don't talk about
Arsenal.
United. Don't talk about United, man. 'Cause
Same
they're
goes
probably
for
they're
Arsenal.
probably getting
So
relegated or something.
Ah,
Man.
come
That's
on,
Wow.
bro. That's fucking
please
At
talk
least we're
about
not
top
we're,
teams.
at least we're
Talk
not
about top
funding
teams.
the Chelsea project.
and one thing, and if you guys don't know one thing that I mean, you guys are a football player, all right? You guys used to play football. One thing that a player needs that can boost his career is confidence. I swear to you, after that game with Paris Saint-Germain,
Yeah,
the whole locker room has
yeah.
some
The
confidence.
belief is there.
I think they started to believe
Hmm.
in the system in themselves, and I think
Yeah,
this is one of the aspects that was missing last year. See, if we
that's
are able
true.
to have that, I think we will do best. So we have a shot to win the Premier League if we can at least reach the top eight in the Champions League. I think that will be a really good improvement, or if we can have the same run that Arsenal or Aston and Villa had, at least top. I think
Yeah,
if I'm not mistaken, Arsenal,
quarterfinals.
yeah, and a
Quarterfinal,
quarterfinal.
quarterfinal.
Yeah,
I think that will be a good achievement. The FA Cup, if we can again win the FA Cup, I think that will also be some really good success. At least win you know one of the two English cups, could also be and considered as a success for the team. Yeah.
All right, well, guys, you heard it first. Prince is going for the title and
Yes,
a
we are.
quarterfinal or a semi-final in the Champions League. It will settle for nothing less. But let's have let's have a more let's have a more
Definitely,
down to earth
definitely.
opinion there.
Wow, that's exactly what you said last year. Remember,
A
we had
more realistic
same
opinion.
same thing with the deja vu. We have that
Let's
same
have a
talk
more
last
realistic
year.
opinion there, Terry. Man, let me. Where do you think Chelsea's gonna finish? And
Do
what's a
not
good season for
delete the
Chelsea?
tape. Do not
Hey, true.
delete the
Hey,
tape.
he's right though. We were laughing at them last year, and
We were.
but that's funny. But honestly, I think, like I said, I think they have to go for the title. I don't think they have to win, but I think they have to. They can be like this year where it's like you're. I don't know the exact number, but they were very far off the pace by March, April time. So they have to be in and around for the whole season. Champions League, I mean, yeah, they haven't been in there for a bit, so I think as long as they make the knockout rounds, I think they'll be okay with that. I don't know. Maybe they'll have more ambition, but I think as long as they make the knockout round, they'll be okay. I do agree that they do need to really go for one of the cups, like you said, and then yeah, try to make a final there at least, and hopefully win something.
Yeah.
But they have to challenge on all fronts. I don't think, I think at least for me, the whole we're young is the project. It's been what, 4 years now. You
With
spend a lot
Madagascar,
of
it's been
money.
only 1 year. With Madagascar, it's only been 1 year, so I think we're good so far.
You
What
spent
is it?
1.2 billion in like last season alone.
you said 1 year? No way.
1.2 billion.
You also have to understand
What?
Chelsea
What
is
do you mean you
I
haven't
mean,
spent a lot of money? Come
it's
on.
a
No, they've spent a
it's
lot
a
of money.
business. There is a football aspect and the business aspect.
No,
The
you're not gonna
football
gaslight.
aspect.
You're not gonna gaslight
Yeah,
us
yeah.
because it's
No, hey,
1.2
on the business side, they've
Checks
done
to
Are
really
they
well.
making money
1.2.
or not?
I'm not. You've done really well. Like Freddie said, you guys sell. I don't know how you can manage to like advertise your players. I want to be in those meetings to see how you guys
Because
advertise your players
there are
to make
coaches
teams
like
spend.
Arteta who buys always player like Madueke. They will always be coaches like that. There will also there will always be on team like Arsenal. we love Chelsea players. So
They love
what can
Chelsea
we
players.
do?
I mean, that's what I'm saying. They're funding the Chelsea project. I mean,
Yeah,
so
but I mean, Chelsea, we're not worried about the Chelsea project, so that's fine. We're not worried about
Okay, okay.
it.
no, yeah.
What about you, Freddie, man? What do you think about Chelsea? How does Chelsea look for you next season?
Yeah, I mean,
Can
they,
they be a threat?
I think they're definitely gonna be a threat. They definitely
Yeah.
gonna be a threat. They're gonna lead the way. In the title race, they're gonna be among the top 4 or 5. Um, that's what is expected at least. But I think that's what they're gonna be because they are stronger.
Yep.
Everything Bruce said is spot on. They did the right additions. They have a coach that's proving himself. But the biggest thing of all is they won 2 trophies this season, this past season, and
Yeah.
that's a lot. That's an achievement. They reached all their goals pretty much this season, even though it wasn't the fans' expectations or other rival fans' expectations. They themselves, what they set, they actually reached everything. So
Yeah.
let's see what they set for next year, and
Definitely.
I think they're gonna go for to try to get at least a trophy. I think the Prem is gonna be a little too hard for them because Liverpool they're gonna be up there as well. Arsenal is not gonna let things go. So
I just can't
I
wait,
see, I
man.
see
It's going to be fun.
it's gonna be real fun, right? But I see Chelsea like the best they could do is like top 3 for me. That's in the league. Now Champions League, obviously, I do think they will go far because in Europe you should make top 8 in that new system. Like it's cut out to get the best team there. So yeah, I think they will do good. I don't want them to, but they will do good. I
Yeah.
really hope they don't win anything though. That's if they get the Champions League, that will be fine. But please don't win something and come brag about it. The World
Don't
Cup.
worry, it's a
They can win the
cycle.
League Cup. They can win
Chelsea,
the League Cup. That's fine.
Yeah.
you should
Chelsea,
you should worry
Chelsea
about
does that.
Jackson going to Manchester United. You
Chelsea,
should worry about
Chelsea
that.
does that. Chelsea will win this year and then they'll go missing for 2 or 3 years and then they go win again.
Yeah, let's do
That's what they
that.
do. We're used to it. So the cycle is restarted. So we can definitely be safe next year. Chelsea
New
not.
project.
But anyway, like for me, I think you're a little bit overestimating what they did last year because I mean, when you're talking about the Conference League, they might as well have played in league in Ivory Coast, man.
I
That
mean, it's
league
a
was weak.
trophy, though. It's a trophy.
No, I'm not saying it's
Wow.
not. Yeah, but I'm just
Yeah.
saying like they were the overwhelming
Of course.
favorite in that league. They were the massive bullies in there. They you know they the financial power in that conference league is
Who was supposed to win that
50
conference league?
times 50 times more than the
Who
second
was
best team in
supposed?
that.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Who was
Let
supposed
me
to
let me
win
just finish real
the
quick.
Champions League?
Let me just finish real quick.
All right.
It was just about 50 times more than the second best team in that league. A trophy is a trophy. I'm not trying to downplay it, but I'm just saying that conference league, it's for me. You just got what was yours basically because no one else was going to challenge you. There was
Then
no
what are we
challenge
talking
there
about?
for Chelsea. You guys played basically your what was it your second team for the first half of that tournament, and then once you got a little bit further, that's when the Cole Palmers. Cole Palmer wasn't even registered for it for the first half of that. That's just to show how weak. You didn't even need all these players. So,
So
so,
let
so
me
that's
ask
just
you.
what I'm saying. That's just what I'm
So
saying.
who was supposed to win the conference league?
You,
And then who won it?
you.
Then what are we talking about?
But exactly, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm
Come
saying.
on. If we
I'm
have lost,
saying
you were free to roast us. You were free to
no.
say
Basically, it
If you
doesn't
have
count.
lost
I
It
will
it to
talk.
doesn't
me,
count.
if you have lost it to any team in that league, that's what I'm saying.
Okay. Okay.
It would have been an embarrassment for you. It would have been an embarrassment because you
All right.
were by a massive margin the best team in that league. So that's what I'm saying. It's like putting Chelsea in league in Ivory Coast, man. Just playing ASEC, playing
He's doing too
Africa.
much.
It was this kind of
Damn.
play. It was this kind of
What's
teams
football
that you were
against
playing, man.
teams,
This
man?
guy
What's
is
football
At
doing too
against
much.
teams?
Abidjan. That is this kind of team that you were playing.
I mean,
You know,
is a good team. They have, they
so
have.
there were no challenge there for you guys. So I think that's overplayed. But I mean, the trophy is a trophy.
Okay.
Secondly, though, in the league, I think you're probably going to be up there, but I think I still think well Liverpool is much better than you. Arsenal is still better than you. I think City is still better than you. So I think you probably finish fourth again. I think you probably finish fourth again
Yeah,
right now because I think the additions that you've made. I mean, João Pedro is a fantastic player. Uh, um, Liam Delap is a good proven. Well, since last year in with Ipswich, it's shown that he can play in this league, and he can be maybe a slight improvement on on Jackson.
Jackson.
I'm not sure how many games he will play if he'll be consistent in that team. I'm not sure yet. Probably Maresca is going to probably choose Pedro as his main man, but we don't know
uh,
yet.
yeah, probably.
Beyond
Pedro
that,
also has some
the
experience.
other guys, Estevao, still a young guy, he doesn't know the league. Gittins, bit of a headless chicken sometimes. It could be brilliant one time, and it's just another Madueke for you. You just replace Madueke with
It's another
Madueke
bad
from Dortmund, basically. But we'll
week.
see. Maybe he can improve. Maybe Maresca can improve him, right? So that's just where I think that where Chelsea will stay at.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of all these players that you just mentioned, I think it's one big issue that we had last year was when Jackson was not playing well. The whole
Yeah,
team was not playing well. But I think
hmm
this year this new addition, I think we can bypass, and there is room for the lap to play. It will be plenty of time opportunity on
that's
for him.
true. No.
We know Pedro he get injured. I'm talking about
And he's
Pedro.
versatile as well. He can
Right,
play
right,
anywhere in that
right,
front line. Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
right. So he can play on the right. I guess yes, he can play on first nine, and the lap just will play nine. So I think yeah, and I guess like I told you guys at the beginning of the show, I trust on Maresca, to put all these players in their best position.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah.
All right.
All right. Any last words, guys, before we wrap it up?
Oh, this was fun. This was fun for me. I
All
love it. I love it. I love to do stuff like that. Yeah.
right. Just this is for our listeners. Please, again, like, share, comment, and subscribe. We need your help, man. We need to push
Yeah. Come
that
on.
button. Push that button, guys. Please, 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 please. We'll try and send out more content throughout the year, just like we have, and we're just trying to improve. We're just learning as we go, and we're still there. So this was a Chelsea episode, and next time we will just come up with the next team for you. Yo, Bruce, thank you, man, and appreciate again the
Let's
love.
go blue.
And I mean, for you, I'm sure you'll be back in Chelsea the whole season, and
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I'll be happy to.
Yes, I will. Yes, I will. Yes, I
I'll
will.
be happy to mock you every time we beat you.
I
And we'll have you back
don't
and more.
mind being
We'll have you back
roasted,
and
man. I
more.
don't mind being roasted. I love it. I love it. I
So,
love it.
so just watch out for my texts and stuff in the group.
All right. The future
All right, we're
bros,
gonna
man.
wrap
I
it
love
up.
you.
We're
All
gonna
right.
wrap it up here.
Ciao.
It's been about an hour. Peace out.